Hello grade 12. So today we will discuss about DNA fingerprinting. Okay. So in the DNA fingerprinting we will start from a word satellite DNA. That is what? That is a reason that are stretch of repetitive DNA which do not code for any function or which do not code for any specific protein. These are basically non-coding sequence which form a major chunk of the DNA profile of the human. They basically depict a high level of the polymorphism, which is the basis of DNA fingerprinting. These genes basically show a high level of polymorphism in all kind of the tissue. So as a result of which they prove to be very useful in the forensic studies. If we take any piece of the DNA sample that found at a crime scene that can be analyzed for the level of polymorphism in non-coding repetitive sequence. But after the DNA profile is traced, it becomes easier to find the criminal by performing the DNA fingerprinting for the suspect. Apart from the crime scene, fingerprinting applications also prove useful in finding the parents of an unclaimed baby by the conducting a paternity test sample from the baby. So DNA fingerprinting involves different steps. Firstly, who told about the DNA fingerprinting? So there was a scientist, Alex Jeffrey, who developed this technique in which he used basically satellite DNA, which is also called VNTR. VNTR is what? Variable number of tandem repeats, which is as a probe because it shows the high level of polymorphism. So there are basic steps. First, they will isolate the DNA, then that isolated DNA digested with the help of restriction endonuclease enzyme. After that digested fragment will separate as per the fragment size by the process of electrophoresis. After that, blotting the separated fragment onto synthetic membrane like nylon. What is blotting? Blotting is basically a technique in which nucleic acids, that can be RNA, DNA or protein, are transferred onto a specific membrane. After that, hybridization of that fragment using labeled VNTR probe. In the last step, they will analyze the hybrid fragment using autoradiography. After that, let's start today's lecture. What is DNA fingerprinting? DNA fingerprinting is a way to identify a certain individual rather than simply identifying a species or a particular trait. That is a technique which is used by scientists to distinguish between individuals of same species by using the sample of their DNA. Okay? So after that, I told you who invented it. The process of DNA fingerprinting was invented by Alex Jeffrey in 1985. Okay? So biological samples used for DNA fingerprinting, there are different biological samples for DNA fingerprinting. That can be blood, hair, saliva, semen, body tissue cell, and DNA samples have been obtained from the vaginal cell. They transfer to the outside of a condom during sexual intercourse. After that, there are different steps for the DNA fingerprinting. There are basically 8 steps. So first step is the isolation of the DNA. We have to recover DNA from the cells or the tissue. We can take a small amount of blood, hair or a skin that is needed, and we can isolate that DNA from hair, skin or blood. So after the isolation, I told you about the digestion. So second step is the digestion of the DNA by a restriction endonuclease enzyme. Restriction endonuclease enzyme is basically that enzyme which cut from a specific site. Okay, so DNA is cut into the fragment using that restriction enzyme. Each restriction enzyme cut DNA at a specific base sequence. Okay, the section of DNA that are cut out are called restriction fragment, and this yield thousands of restriction fragment of all different sizes. Why? Because a base sequence being cut may be far apart, long fragment, or there may be short fragment. Commonly that used restriction enzyme are HAE3, HIND1, ALU1, etc. And that reaction mixture, we can incubate that mixture overnight at 37 degree Celsius. Third step is electrophoretic separation of different fragment. In electrophoretic separation, we basically used a gel which is known as agarose gel. And in the agarose gel, with the help of the comb, we can make wells, and in that wells we put the DNA of the different sizes, and then after supplying the electricity, these DNA fragments will move on. Okay, so from that we can separate DNA. So the fragments are separated on the basis of the size, okay, using a process that is known as gel electrophoresis. And DNA fragments are injected into the wells and an electric current is supplied along the gel. DNA is basically negative charge because of the presence of phosphate group. So it is attracted to the positive end of the gel. So that plate, one end is a negative and second end is the positive. So DNA is a negative charge, so that will move toward the positive end. The shorter DNA fragment will move faster than the longer fragment. Okay, so like that, on the basis of the size, DNA will separate. After that, fourth step is a transfer DNA on nylon or nitrocellulose membrane, that I told you, blotting techniques. So DNA fragments are transferred to a nylon sheet by placing the sheet on the gel and soaking them overnight by the process of Southern blot. After that, in the next step, probing or the probe labeling. In this, hybridizing the fragments using the labeled VNTR probe. I told you what is VNTR, that is variable number of the tandem repeat. So here we add radioactive or colored probe to the nylon sheet, which is complemented to the target sequence. So what will happen? Each probe only stick to one or two specific places on the sheet. Okay, so after that, next step is the hybridization, or we analyze the hybrid fragment. So the labeled DNA probe should be hybridized with the complementary sequences, which is located on the nylon membrane for the detection of the position. And then the membrane is washed to remove the non-specific binding. That means those which not bind, that are non-specific binding, that will wash out, so that the background will clear. After that, in the seventh step, autoradiography. Autoradiography done basically to detect the sequence in a genome that bound with a hybridized radioactive probe on that membrane. And that technique basically involved the alignment of hybridized membrane with X-ray film. And the X-ray film alter its development shows multiple number of the bands which look like barcode. That you know what is barcode? And that barcode is known as DNA fingerprints. Okay. So in the 8th step, that is interpretations of the band pattern. Now we interpret. First is the analysis of the band pattern of the different individuals. Then we will compare these bands, position of the bands. Then computer software that is also available for the analyzing DNA fingerprints. So in the next lecture we will discuss about the applications of DNA fingerprinting. Okay.